Hey everybody, welcome back to Wings for another reading. And tonight we're going to be reading a book about Belle the cat. And it's about good ideas that need to be followed through and who's going to do them. So I want you to keep that in mind. So we start out with Belling the cat, adapted from Aesop. Long ago, all the mice came pattering from the fields and pantries to hold a council meeting. They sat around under a washtub with a candle for light and very solemnly asked, "What shall we do to keep ourselves safe from Pussy? She hides in secret places and suddenly springs out on us when we do not know she is near. What are we to do?" Well, the mice all wiggled their whiskers and blinked their eyes very gravely. Some said, "Let us do this." Some said, "Let us do that." But the last, a young mouse named Big Whiskers proudly rose to his feet. "Friends," Big Whiskers said, feeling very sure he knew more than all the rest, "I know just what we should do. Let us tie a bell by a ribbon around the neck of the cat. Then she will not be able to move without jingling that little bell. Wherever we hear the bell tinkle, we will always know she is near, and so we'll have plenty of time to scamper out of her reach." With this, Big Whiskers sat down, twirling his showy mustache. "3 cheers for Big Whiskers. We vote to follow his plan. Hooray!" cried the other mice. They all began to talk at once about whether to get a brass bell or whether to get a silver bell or whether to use a blue or a pink ribbon to tie the bell on the cat. But at last, a very old mouse who had not spoken before got up from his seat. "Wait!" he cried in a voice that startled the rest like thunder. "Big Whiskers' plan is fine, but I've only this question to ask. Pray, with all your talking, will one of you answer me this? Who is going to be the one to put the bell on the cat?" For a moment, the mice looked foolish and nobody spoke a word. Who indeed would dare to go straight up to Pussy and tie the bell on her neck? Big Whiskers slunk away and hid himself in a corner. Not a single mouse dared. Then the old mouse looked around and peering over his spectacles, and very sadly he said, "It is all very well to talk about doing great things, but all that really counts is to do them." And what would you pull from this story? I would have to say that you can come up with great ideas and you can say everybody else should do something, but unless you're willing to do it yourself, you're really not going anywhere. And I'd like to thank you for coming tonight and reading along with me in this book. I'm looking forward to seeing you next week. Bye-bye, everybody.